Guess who's back? Back again. Midland's back. Tell a friend. Midland's back. Midland's back. Midland's back. Yes.
Oh, my goodness, Murf.
Good to have you back.
It's good to be back.
What a win it was.
Oh,
I mean,
my goodness.
And people wonder why I'm rooting for Week 18 replacements game. It's because this is what the two-man is all about. Think of how many ridiculous finishes we've had now on the Sunday night or Monday night river.
I don't know if anything tops this.
I don't either. I think this is a special. In fact, I was excited because I wanted you back, but then I was immediately concerned, of course, because
yes.
Now I'm like, well, if this is where it's going.
I know what you mean.
Like, there's something about this that's almost, it's a unicorn. You want on a Sunday night unicorn is what you did.
It was cinematic, and it felt fateful in a way that I'm sort of speechless.
Well, I mean, neither one of us texted each other. That's how ridiculous this was. We stayed silent over text. We were like, this can't, there's something that just needs to be, we need to just hush.
Silence was the only move. Honestly, Murf, I had turned the game off.
Yeah.
I needed Josh Allen to have 31 points to beat you going into the Sunday Night River.
That's right. Because neither one of us have any Monday night players again.
Right. And then there was a blizzard. So
and then the snow came.
And then Bills immediately get a rushing touchdown. Then they get another 65-yard rushing touchdown.
And then it's trouble. Then you're like,
it's trouble. And then McCaffrey goes down.
McCaffrey crumples. No one touches him.
The game conditions, everyone can be a Monday morning quarterback, but it does make you question why he was out there.
Not great conditions for, I mean, guys are slipping. These are grown professionals just not even able to stay on their feet. I mean, they're trying to get off the line and they're slipping and sliding. So it's like, this is probably, yeah, you're right. An ice rink is not the best place for a knee surgery recovery.
But when he went down, did that not feel like some sort of metaphorical ending to also our two-man season?
It kind of did. That way, yeah, that for him to just be untouched and just take a knee, essentially.
It started with you drafting him number 1, and then he immediately gets hurt. And it ends with me spending my last waiver on him, and then him going down again.
On your bench, at least. Though.
On my bench. We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
As Midland City goes down, the Bills are up 21-3.
Yeah.
McCaffrey's out, which means the Niners are pretty much toast.
Yes.
The game's completely in hand. There's a blizzard. In what context does Josh Allen get any more points?
Yeah. Maybe a goal line rushing touchdown. You know, but that's what you're hoping for at best. But that's one touch. That's not going to.
That's one touch. He needs 3 touch. I was doing them
low yardage. He did not have a lot of yardage. You needed him to score lots of touchdowns.
So I'm like, he needs 3. Maybe he gets one more touchdown.
Right.
At which point they just shut him down.
Yeah.
At that point, I turn the game off because I say to myself, this real football game is over.
Yes.
Our fantasy match is over. My fantasy season is over. I'm going to get no pleasure watching the rest of this game.
It makes sense.
I tried to move to a place of acceptance.
You tried to sprint through those stages of grief.
Yeah, I get to the Buddhist piece, and
of course.
Stop feeling so sad for Midland City. Try to feel happy for Big Sloppy. You've earned it. And so here's what I'm doing. I want to compile some stats from the last few weeks for the pod. So that's why I start going through the weeks.
You are the resident two-man statistician.
Yes, exactly. So I turn off the game. Josh Allen's got 10 points. And then I'm going through these stats. And then I click on his name. And then I'm looking at it. And I'm like, wait, why is it saying he has 24 points? And then I'm like,
how did he just get to...
How he had 10
in one drive? How could he possibly?
And then I look and I find out that Josh Allen threw a touchdown pass to himself.
Yes. The rare double touchdown.
Which, by the way, I don't even really understand this. It's a passing and receiving touchdown.
Right.
I don't totally get that.
I don't get that either.
But from a fantasy standpoint, that one play netted me 14 points. And then at that point, I'm still kind of an underdog because I still need another touchdown, and they're up 28-3 at that point. So it's like the Bills don't need to score again.
No.
They have a red zone turnover. Purdy fumbles in the red zone. And now I'm like, this is it. I have one chance. If Josh Allen gets a touchdown here, I win.
On this drive, yeah.
If he doesn't, my season's probably over.
That was the moment I thought about. I just want to really quick interject. That was the moment I thought about texting you. I waited. I was like, "There's no need to get into. We know what the stakes are here. We're both watching this."
I would have deleted you from my phone.
Of course, no, and that's why I was like, "This is bad news." Yeah, block caller immediately on that.
Yes, and so it's second down, and I'm like, okay, I have 2 chances, and then second down, beautiful Josh Allen TD run. I win by less than 2 points. That's the last play he plays in the game. They bench him.
He's out then. Yeah, they take him out after.
So
that.
it really was. That was it. And I win by less than 2 points. I have never been more shocked by a fantasy football win.
It was a wild finish.
Again, I turned it off not in like frustration. I turned it off just like it was over.
I wouldn't even call this like, sometimes we talk about the Sunday Night River, the Monday Night River. We talk about a 1-outer, 2-outer. This doesn't even register. This is on a different scale. It's not even measurable by a 52-card deck. If he just throws a touchdown there and doesn't also receive it,
it's over.
You lose.
I totally lose.
Like you literally needed the double had to happen.
I needed.
You had to have it. You're sitting there rooting for a double touchdown. Like, I need a double right here, a juicy double. A single's not gonna do it. I'm gonna need that Wendy's hot and juicy double.
Oh, it was so close.
Yeah, it was still exciting, but it also then gave me pause after my initial excitement.
Sure.
Excited on your behalf. I was kind of like, this is something. I conceded at the end of last week. I said, you are fucked. Those words are going to haunt. Those words immediately played. As soon as Josh Allen scored 2 touchdowns for himself on the same play.
I know.
I just heard, you're fucked, you're fucked, you're fucked. And I thought, uh-oh.
The other element to this, I don't know how much you were peeping my lineup throughout the week, but
I peep.
I had McCaffrey in there.
I know. I saw him.
I was playing McCaffrey. I was going to do it. And then, did you ever see the Seinfeld episode where George starts doing the opposite of all of his instincts and everything starts going right for him?
Oh, yes.
So
yeah.
I had moved to like a snake bit place, and I just started to have this feeling like whatever I choose is wrong. Like my instincts are wrong. So my instinct was to play Trey McBride and Christian McCaffrey. And I swapped them for Kelsey and Bijan Robinson simply because I'm like, my instincts are off. So
I mean, that was a net gain, big time.
That swung the match.
Yes.
If I don't do that swap, I lose.
You lose, and then it feels that the whole Josh Allen the double touch just feels like, it's fun, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter at all. And then I lose because of McCaffrey.
Oh my God, bless you. I applaud you for having the instincts to go against your instincts. I applaud you.
That was the only good instinct I had, was to not listen to my instincts.
Yeah, and to not be like, hey, I see, because this is this kind of self-control that I envy, because if I were to take McCaffrey, I would be like just alligator death roll, with him into the abyss. I'd be like, no, you and me are going down together. Going against your own instincts, I respect that, because that definitely did it for you. That was huge.
We talk about the brutal lineup decisions. This week was the hardest for sure of the whole season. Between Gibbs, A-Chain, Bijan, Derrick Henry, and McCaffrey, I got to sit one of those guys.
Yes.
And I was going to sit Bijan, and then I switched it. But what's funny is if I picked anyone but McCaffrey to sit, I would have lost.
Wow. Yeah, and this is why we labor. This is why we stew and we labor over these choices in 2-man, because they are brutal.
They are.
This just makes for a very interesting. I was like, it's not just winning a close game. It's not even just coming down to the Sunday Night River where, even if it was a lot, listen, even if you were thinking, oh, I'm in trouble going into this game. If Josh Allen comes out and throws, for 2 touchdowns and runs for 1 in the first half, and then, the yardage makes up for the rest of it in the second, then you go, okay, even if it ends up this close, there's just something about the
I know. No, I know what you mean.
The double touch that just goes, oh boy, Midland's got the X factor on his side now.
Yeah. And so now there's 4 games left. I got to win 3 of them.
It's too. This season has just had 2. We just keep saying it, but what a beautiful thing that we decided to document.
I know.
This is the dance of the century, really. and it continues on.
It's definitely the best season we've ever had.
I would say yes, 100%. Every season has its own beauty in that it's happening and that but oftentimes it really, by this point, by December, I mean, Christ, I've had Novembers where I was checked out.
I know.
In this, just in winning, you know what I mean? But yeah, as far as like, and that's why the draft is always Christmas Day. I mean, that's why we love every year getting up for that. But it just, that excitement doesn't always carry into the late winter months.
We have excitement until minimum week 15.
Yes. Which is incredible.
Yeah. If you win the next two, I tip my hat to you.
Well, look, 3 out of 4.
3 out of 4.
If you win next week, we're back to almost a coin flip, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, if I win next week, it is. It's it will be first to 2 with 3 left.
Oh God, yeah. So no, it's a straight up coin flip.
That's just a straight up.
Woo-wee. Well, I said this last week, and I'll say it again, and I mean it. I'm pulling for you. I'm pulling for Midland for one more week.
Thank you, Murf.
Oh, what else does Midland have up his sleeve?